Welcome to Our Jewish Roots.
Here in the book of Revelation, we're looking at a document penned around 95 AD. John is out there in the sea, far away in proximity to Turkey, and he has a vision in chapter 14. Behold, he sees the Lamb standing on Mount Zion in Jerusalem, surrounded by 144,000 Hebrews. I find that interesting because at the time of the writing, a Jerusalem temple was leveled. Mount Zion was nothing. It was a station house for the 10th Legion Fretensis. Actually, the symbol of the legion was a swine. At the time of the writing, Jews were in effect banished from the holy city, but John looks over the horizon and he sees something of a restoration. He mentions these 144,000, and they have a mark. I like to refer to the mark as the mark of the best, or the mark of the blessed, as opposed to the mark of the beast. I say that because we're told here, with him were 144,000. I mentioned that. And his name and his father's name was written on their foreheads. I think that's rather interesting. People hear of the mark of the beast written on the forehead. Actually, the whole idea of having some kind of symbol attached to the person through what we'd call a tattoo was more common in century 1 than people realize. Legions would have, their tattoo of their legion, the 12th Legion, on them. Technology had developed as a way that people identified with things. Much like Exodus, in days gone by, there's plagues, darkness, there's earthquakes, there's boils, there's miseries, there's upheavals. But within that, something new emerges that we don't see in Exodus. We see an antichrist, a smooth talker. Going before him, according to the literature, are demonic spirits that, as I'd said a moment ago, that mobilize people for a war, a great war, a long anticipated war. In the 16th chapter, in verse 13, speaking of an unlucky number, the author says, I saw coming. He says, I'm skipping these unclean spirits. In verse 14, we're told these are demonic spirits performing miraculous signs who go out to the kings of the whole world to gather them for battle on the great day of the Lord of hosts, or the Lord Almighty. This author gives voice to the whole earth being mobilized. This is not a regional spat. This is someone that has power to bring them all in some sense. And he brings them to battle. And he takes them to a place, we're told, in verse 16. He says, the spirits gathered the kings to the place called in Hebrew Har Megiddo. Har is mountain, Megiddo is the place, commonly referred to as Armageddon.